Hello, fellow Sudokans, and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku Puzzle. It's Sunday, the 20th of August, 2023. I hope you are keeping well and enjoying your weekend, or whatever day of the week it is for you right now. The English language press in Thailand is not very impressive. It's pretty naff, to be honest with you, and as far as I'm concerned, it's always been pretty naff. Even when I was writing in it, I used to have a column in one of the two national English language newspapers. There used to be two printed daily, as I said, available nationwide. One was called the Bangkok Post, one was called The Nation. The Nation now sadly gone, not very sadly, but kind of sadly, gone the way of many other print publications. It's unfashionable to print on paper nowadays, of course, and it's gone out the window, to be honest with you. Anyway, there's only one left, and that's the Bangkok Post. Weirdly enough, I used to write in The Nation, which has American English spellings and phrasing, and the Bangkok Post has always had British English spellings and phrasing. I often wonder if that confuses Thai speakers of English with its contradictions there. Anyway, I'm mentioning this because I don't often read the Bangkok Post, but I happened to look at it this morning online, not the print version, which is still going apparently. But I mention it because we don't often get a chance to say whether something is true or not true based on our own personal knowledge when we see things in the newspapers. But it just so happens that the main feature article today is about where I live. And that means that I know something about it because I've been living here for more than 20 years. So I thought I'd give you some information from the text in the paper and say whether or not it's true, or I think it's true. And it's in the news because the beginning part of the text is a parallel Chinese society has grown up in Bangkok's Hue Kwang district as the number of Chinese expats has increased, deepening the reputation of Hue Kwang as the second Yaowarat, or Bangkok's new Chinatown. And yes, it really has become a new Chinatown, this area. It's incredible. As I said, I've lived here when I moved here more than 20 years ago. The reason I came here is because they were building the subway system. And there was a station about to be built very nearby that I could walk to. And so that would make it convenient when the subway was finally opened. And that has proved true, and it certainly I'm pleased that I've lived here. But it's become a very strange area, almost non-Thai in some ways. It says the surrounding area, including the Hue Kwang station, that's what I was talking about, is a hub for Chinese residents and vendors. Both sides of the 700-meter long, starting from the intersection, are full of stores of Chinese restaurants, massage outlets, currency exchange counters, and shops. It's absolutely true, indeed. And it's still pulling in Chinese and Chinese expats. So what does it say? Local impacts. A local vegetable trader who's been living on the road for 50 years says Chinese people started coming to the area about 10 years ago. That's, actually it's probably around about 12 or 13 years ago that they first started, really. But the main pickup was around about 10 years ago. I'd agree with that. Increased demand forced the median commercial rent price for houses and building in the area to rise from 10,000 baht to 40 to 50,000 baht per month today. Well, it's actually worse than that, because that rise happened in about 1 year. The rent prices increased fivefold in about a year. And I lost many friends of local who are owners of local businesses because it was just impossible to pay those kind of rents. So the greedy owners who were cashing in on the Chinese influx, were just charging these outrageous rents. By the way, many of the Chinese businesses also failed because the rents were so expensive, and they really couldn't keep it up. But they just were willing to pay anything. Okay, it goes on. It says they've been studying the area And it says most of the Chinese are aged 25 to 40 or born after 1980. The group is highly educated and sometimes comes to study in Thailand or teach Chinese. Yeah, there are a lot of younger Chinese business people here. It's true. According to the article, there are some benefits, but some drawbacks because they have lowered the prices of some things. Okay, what else do we have? They mentioned the hot pots. This is the latest trend in this area. They've opened so many of these hot pot places. Here we go. Many Chinese don't care about Thai rules. Sometimes Chinese park their cars on the side of the road, blocking traffic in the alley. Some tourists walk with their luggage on the street instead of the sidewalk. This is all true. There are also problems with loud noises, smoking in inappropriate areas, and quarrels. If that's the case, how will our children live in this area? Yeah, there are local people do kind of complain quite a lot about the cultural differences in behavior, but I think it's not too terrible. In general, it's okay, but yeah, there are occasionally some very Chinese kind of customs here that don't really fit in with the local way of life. It also talks about the queues along the streets. I don't think I may have mentioned that before, that's going on here for some of these hot pot restaurants. Anyway, city vows more action. Bangkok Governor Chachad has ordered the Hue Kwang district chief to strictly enforce regulations on Chinese-funded businesses after videos have appeared on TikTok saying how easy it is to live in this district and stuff like that. Anyway, so that's pretty much true. What I read in the article, I can give it my endorsement as being, yes, my knowledge is of this area agrees with it. So there you go. Thank you, Bangkok Post. No, I won't be reading you for a very long time again because I'm really not a fan. Right, shall we get on with the game of Sudoku? If you fast forwarded to this point, hello, welcome again. God, that was a very long introduction chat. But it is the weekend. So let's get on with the game of the New York Times hard level Sudoku puzzle. I'm going to start with these fours. I've seen a couple of things. I kind of was glancing backwards and forwards between the grid and the article in the Bangkok Post, but I did spot a couple of things, and hopefully I'll be able to find the other thing that I spotted in a moment. Oh yeah, I know what it was. I spotted the sevens blocking down here and the sevens blocking across here. That means 7 is in one of these two squares, so blocking this square, 7 blocking here, which is going to put 7 into that column. That's what I spotted. Let's continue with that, because we've got a similar kind of pattern over here. Look, 7's blocking across here now, and 7 blocking up here is going to give us a 7 there. Let's move on. I didn't know it was going to lead to this. Well, we've picked up a little trail here. I spotted 1 7. I didn't know that it was going to lead on to further finds, but I'm glad that it has. Okay. So let's see what else we've got in this column. We've got the 1 blocking here, and that's a 1 in that square there. And the missing digit in this column is going to be a 3. We've got 1 blocking up here, which is going to put 1 into one of these two squares, blocking across here, 1 down, 1 up. That's going to put 1 into that square there. And so we'll end up with a pair of 1s over here. But now, what was that 7 that I saw? Oh yeah, okay, so the 7's going across here, and down here will give me a 7 in that square there. And look at that, from what we found earlier. It's worked out very nicely, hasn't it? Okay, so we're going to have 7s up there and down there. The extremis. Are we going to find anything else easily or not? Maybe not. Yes, we are. We've got 8 blocking here, 8 blocking those two squares there. So in that column there, we're going to find ourselves an 8. And we've got 8 across here, and up here. That's going to give us an 8 in that square there. We have 8 going across here and across here. That gives us an 8 in this square. 8 down this column here. That gives us an 8 here. 8 across here. I think it's going to... Oh, the 7s are actually not finished. We've got a lot of 7s. The 8's blocking down here. 8 is our first digit to finish, even ahead of the 7. Thank you, digit 8. We will require your services later for another game. 6, 9. Haven't even gone through on a digit hunt yet. Oh, we've got 2 blocking up here and across there, so we will fit a 2 into that square there. And we have 2 blocking this square here and 2 blocking this square here in the first column. That's going to be a 2 for us. Eight is our only completed digit just yet. Let's hope we can find some more to join it in a moment. There's one. 9 blocking all the way to the bottom, giving us a 9 in that square. I think we are lacking 2, 4, 5, 6. Am I right? 2, 4, 5, 4 numbers. 2, 4, 5, 6. I think I am. And 2, 4, and 6 appears here, so that's going to be a 5. And then we are left here with a 3. We have 6 blocking down here and across there. That's going to give us a 6 there. And now I think I've found a pair because 6 and 4, right? Yeah. 6 and 4 blocking across here. That's a pair of 6 and 4. The missing number here, then a 2. 2 up here. 2 across here and across here. If only I could get the right keys held down. Don't worry, you know where it is. That's where the 2 is going. And now 2 down here and 2 across here will give us the final digit 2 there. What's left here is 4 and 6, I said, didn't I? Now I can't say which is which, but here will be 5 and 7. So 7 blocking to the top. 7 across here and 7 across here will mean that must be a 7. And oh, okay, so 7 across here, 7 across here. That in fact is a 7 down here. And so this would be our 5. Five is the last number in this row. Let's add it there. Then 5 going upwards and upwards there gives us a 5 in that square. 5 across here and 5 up here. There's a 5. 5 blocking across here puts the 5 into that square. 5 down here, 5 up here, 5 across and 5 across here means there's our 5. 9 blocks that square there. This is going to be a 9. Down here, this can't be 9, that must be 9. This will be 3 to complete the column. We still need a 3 in this column here. Oh, we need a 3 up there as well. How about that? There's only one number to get over here, which is a 1. 1 blocking up here puts 1 into one of these two squares. So blocking across, the 1 blocking down means there's a digit 1. The last numbers up here are 3 and 9. I don't know which is which there just yet. Here we're looking for 1, 3. Okay, so the 3 blocks across here. So that means 3 is in one of these squares and 1 is here. So this can't be 1 or 3. In fact, we've got a 3 blocking up here as well. So we can put a 3 there and we can put the 1 there. And we can finish this with a 6. 6 blocking down here. If this continues like this to the end, this has been the easiest game of Sudoku I've seen from the New York Times for weeks. 6 in this square here. Lucky I did have that long introductory chat, otherwise the game would have been too short. For my YouTube numbers, you know, if you have put up a very short video, it's very bad for your YouTube channel. Just thought I'd let you know that. 3 blocks here, so that is a 3, and the missing digit here is a 9. This is a 4. Over here we need a 9, I think. And at the end of this row we're still looking for a 3. 3 blocks up here, there's our 3. Missing number here is a 9. 9 blocks down here giving us 9 in that square. This is a 4, here's a 4. Easiest game I've seen in quite a while from the New York Times. Thank you anyway. Thank you for joining me. See you around. Bye bye.